Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike Brookman with Radan. Today, we're going to be taking a closer look at making our four-way radius tool for a punch. We're going to start this from absolute scratch. And hopefully, if you follow along with these steps, this will work for you as well. So first thing we're going to do is come up here to configure tool library editor, and we need to add a tool. Give it a name and a description. So I'm going to call mine 375 four-way radius. It is a special tool. We need to give it the approximate size of what we think the tool would be, and it's symmetrical in all angles. We can use it in auto tooling, and we'll click OK. It asks us if we want to make this symbol. That's what we see in the background here. We want to say yes to this because then right away we're going to just left click in this window and we're going to open that up in part mode. We're going to remove that hash, and then we're going to go up here to our shapes, and we're going to select rectangles with corner details. We're going to give it the approximate size of, I think we'll just go 1.5 inches, even though we said it was 2 inches, and then maybe we'll do 5/8 by 5/8. That kind of gives us a shape like this. And maybe we'll go 2 inches. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then we'll plop it. See how we're snapping right to that blue X. We're not quite done. We'll remove that from our cursor. We'll go over here to notches and corner details, select radius, and then we'll select 3/8. And then we'll just modify these inserts to be a radius. Then we will save this part, and it's going to jump us right back into our system symbols because we're just modifying from it being that plus sign to the actual shape that we want. And then we'll hit save. Yes, we want to replace our old tool. Okay, from there, what we need to do is we're going to go to new, and we'll give it a name. We're going to just call this test 13 or something like that. Material, we'll say mild steel or stainless, I guess, and 060. We'll come back up here to our shapes. We're just going to draw a simple square, and then we're going to put 3/8 radiuses on that corner. Okay. Now, if we tool this with our tools we had currently, and even though we've made our 3/8 radius tool already, notice it just does, nibbles around that. And that may have been just fine until we've got this new really cool tool. So we're going to remove, actually, we'll just move all the tooling. We're going to come up here to single punch blow. We're going to browse to our tool that we just made. And then we're going to drop it down in that corner. Now, notice that we're holding the tool from the center right now. If right there on some machines, there might be a K. If you have your keyboard active all the time like I do, you can just hit tab around until you find an anchor point of where you want to hold on to that. And I want to go right to the base of where that radius stops. So that would be too far. That's the midpoint of the flat landing surface. So I want to go right to the edge of where that radius starts, and I want to snap it right to the base of where that radius ends. Then we'll remove our tool. And then we're going to come up here to go to plugins. And we have this template here, saving an auto tool template in our plugins. Now, if you don't have this, just reach out to support. We can give this to you for free. So the way that this works is you simply select that, you window the area that you want to incorporate into your tool selection and the bit of geometry you're trying to match. Left window and then release brings up your auto tool template storage, and we're just going to call that the same thing we called our tool, 375 four-way radius, and then save. We'll go ahead and delete that, and then we're going to come back in here to our auto tooling settings. We'll give our new part some material, mild steel, 060. And in our templates, we'll see there it is. So we're matching this geometry, if we can, with our new tool. It's as simple as that. Hopefully you could follow along with that. If you have any further questions, please reach out to support. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Mike with Radan. If you think of it, go ahead and subscribe. See you next time.